All right, we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 2 of mastering the art of selling. You're going to learn all about 5 pillars, and today we are on pillar 2. Last night we did pillar 1. It was all about connection, connection with yourself, connection with your ideal clients or customers, and I believe we had a really good time. We dove deep into building a unique selling proposition, which is so important for any one of you to stand out and really get clear about your niche and who you're serving, why you're serving them, and etc. So tonight it's all about rhythm. Rhythm is actually your sales process. Okay, so we'll jump on in there. Let me pull up our slide right here. And here we go. So, 5 pillars to mastering the art of selling. And like I said, for these 5 days, we will be talking about these pillars that I've created that is in the process of getting trademarked as we speak. And because I've been truly analyzing a sales process from the time that I was in the banking industry so many years ago. I started in the banking industry in 2002. And I started really studying marketing and sales at that point. And then I've been an online marketer for myself and my business here for about 6 years. And I have successfully hit 5-figure months consistently. And I've learned that it's a ease, a breeze. It's not as hard as we think. And I'm here to teach everything possible to build their legacy so that they can have more impact, more money in their bank account, and more freedom. Now, like I said, yesterday was about connection. Today is about rhythm. Your pace, think about your pace. It's about the timing. It's about the timing of when do you hit your client or your customer with that, the offer. When do you go out there and do that? And so that will be on tomorrow. We'll be talking about that a little bit more in detail. Synchronization is really understanding your client to another level as far as really just being in tune with them, really hearing them, their keywords or triggers that may prevent them and such. And I'm going to make sure I mute everyone. I hear some kickback here. I'm going to make sure I do that. And then the chemistry is all about how are you weaving together? Are you feeling and vibing with these people? Learning when to kick them out of your programs or when to say, no, I don't want you to be part of my service, or I don't think you're a good fit for my product. Like when to identify that. That is really, really important, especially for my service providers, okay? So Friday is going to be definitely another great conversation around when to say no to your client, not handling the objection from their end, but you standing in your own power, all right? And then as you see, the foundation is all about mindset. We've done a ton of mindset pre-work. And I know you ladies have definitely put some good time and energy in this. And I'm very proud of each and every one of you that's on that stat board right now. I don't care how many points you have. You are on the board. That means you've been showing up in somehow, some way. And I'm just honored to be part of your journey. And I'm so proud that you are pushing past any mindset barriers that's trying to prevent you from moving forward here in your journey. So what I want to do today, we're going to go through some website reviews. We're going to look at some actual sites here. Today's it's going to be 4 ladies. I don't even know if they're on the line. I don't think they are. Tracy, Stacy, I know Cass is not going to be here, and Onika. Are any of you here online with us live? I don't think so.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tracy, you're here. Awesome. I see you, Tracy. Awesome. Great, great, great. You'll be the first one we're reviewing today. So, basically here, Queens, I want to go over these websites. I want to give you some good feedback in regards to it. These are some of the 6 elements of what we should be looking for in websites. Every time you do a pre-scan, you got to think about, we are in a very busy society. We are in a society where people don't have even 10 minutes sometimes to pause and absorb everything in your site. And if you don't grab them within the first 5 seconds, you're probably going to end up losing their attention big time, unfortunately. And so these are some of the 6 elements that you should even have on somehow in your front page. Okay. So I'm not drilling in on every page of your website if you had multiple pages. I'm not here to do all of that. I'm here to really just give you that understanding of that first glance, okay, and giving you some tips around that. And then we can dive a little bit deeper with your website in our mastermind if you're joining that with us for that 4-month period, where I can go into it like layer by layer, and we can really understand what we're trying to do as messaging and branding and making sure that we're attracting the people that you want part of your tribe. Okay, always think of your own tribe. I don't even care if you're selling just a product. Products are amazing, and you have a tribe to build around that. Don't think that only coaches can build tribes. People with products that build tribe are the ones that make the consistent money every month. They easily make 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month because they built like-minded people around them. So keep that in mind as well, my product marketers. All right, now one of the number one best ways to make sure that you have a good, clean site that's attractable is, things that stand out to the ideal client immediately on that first page. Like having keywords that once you've done your homework, knowing their keywords. My keywords for my tribe is money, freedom, legacy, impact. All those words are those things that like get y'all all like, woo, yes, that's me. Right? And so you have to make sure you have those, whatever those words are for your people, like blasting as soon as you come to the site somehow, some way. It doesn't have to be the word. It can be a picture that gives them that feeling, whatever that may be, but just make sure that you are, as soon as they are logging in, they see it's for them, basically. And then number 2 is a lead magnet. So it's important to have something that capture their email. Don't have a website where you can't get their email somehow, some way. You want every user that clicks on your site to give you their email. But most people are not going to just give you their email just because. You got to give them something in return. Everybody's always thinking about what's in it for me. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? So you have to think about what can you give them that's so like irresistible. And they're like, okay, I'll give you my email address because I really want that. Even if you're a product marketer, you can definitely figure out something to build for them, a checklist, a little small PDF file, something that's quick, easy that they can take and it's free, and it shows them a little piece of your product, or it shows them a bit piece of what you do in your service industry as well. Number 3 is the business mission. Who are you? Who are you about? There should be some type of like on the first page, or at least an arrow or another somehow showing me to navigate somewhere where I can find out more about you, the actual marketer of that website. I need to know, who are you? I want to know about your background, your story. Remember yesterday we was talking about that storytelling is amazing. And we even was talking about that in our group today as well. So definitely share your story. Each and every one of you have a story. You have something to share to inspire your tribe about your product. There's a reason why you started using your product. It's a reason why you started coaching people in that subject. Share that. That is where you're going to shine the most, for sure. And then I want you to have some type of logical roadmap, a clear navigation of a way to get through your site. If it's a one-pager, that's okay. Hey, we all got to start somewhere. So if it's a one-pager, that's all right. So you don't have to really worry about number 4 at this moment, but it should be concise enough so that I can have a flow, and it shouldn't be too long. If it's a one-pager and I'm like scrolling my phone trying to get to your end, I'm like, dang, girl, like you got me over flicking my wrist. Look at my list. I'm over here trying to get through your page and it's taking me 20 hours, okay? Like that is a turnoff, okay? I'm sorry. So think about what you're doing here, even on a one-pager. Limit the amount of words and pictures and things. And then please, if you are an online marketer, please have your social media integrations on there. Don't have your site out there without a link to your Facebook, or like an icon, actually, not a link that, you can have somebody embed a link in your icons. And I can give you some people or things and such like that as we keep talking today. to reach out to. Actually, I can Fiverr. Fiverr is a place that you can go to if you haven't heard of Fiverr, or Upworks. There are two locations that doesn't charge a lot of money to embed coding on your sites and give you the right things that you need to make sure that it's clean and concise for your user. But make sure you have icons to whatever social media platforms, and we'll be talking about that here in a moment, where to find your people. So once you've identified where your people are sitting around at all day or scrolling through, that's the icons you need to be having on your page. All right. So let's start with Tracy. I'm going to pull up your site here, ma'am. Let's make sure that it pulls up here for me now. I made sure I had all the hyperlinks and everything. No, don't do this to me. Where's your site? All right. It didn't like what I just did. So let me do it another way. Why is it not going? I may have to type it in manually. Okay, Justine's Jewels. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Why the hyperlinks were sitting there. They're all sitting there. That's why they're a different color. Is it Jewelers, Tracy, or Jewels?
Justine's Jewels, just like you have it, is correct.
Okay, perfect. Why is it not going? Interesting. I was on your site earlier, so I don't even know why it's not pulling up. Okay, that's not good. So what I'll do then is go back to my PowerPoint. Maybe it doesn't like me being on, this Zoom and the link at the same time, because that's unusual. So I'm going on my phone right now here, Tracy, but I wanted to show you all things though. So that's a bummer if I can't do it the way I want to do it. And that's the thing about in the biz, you got to just keep it rolling. You know, you got to find a way to just, say, all right, you know what? I'm going to just figure it out and do it another way. But let me just try one more thing. I'm going to stop sharing just for a moment, everyone. And I'm going to go on and see another way here really quick. Oh, it doesn't want me to do that at the same time. Okay, that is weird. So we're going to skip that piece for right now. For some reason, it does not like your site on my browser on this computer at all, because it wouldn't let me do it. Because internet is all working, because I wouldn't be online here if my internet. So what we're going to do, I can try to remember, and I'll just talk about it really, but with yours, Tracy, I can't show you all, but I can definitely talk to and give you the feedback, and then figure out another way here. But my feedback here for you, Miss Tracy, is that I see that it looks like you're part of a network marketing. Is that true, or is this your actual product? I would like to get a little clarity on that as well.
No network marketing. This is hand-picked items that I selected to sell for the boutique.
Nice. Very good. Very good. I do love the intro of how you have your products on the interface very nicely. They're very sharp. I could tell they attract to a certain population of women, which is very, very intelligent to do that. What I would like to see a little bit more, of course, is number two, the lead magnet, finding something to give them something free. Just, if it's a newsletter, right? You can have them come to a newsletter as far as understanding concepts of jewelry or handpicked items that you put together, understanding your flow about your whole thought pattern of why you even do what you're doing, just kind of getting them involved with your strategies, because that will entice people a little bit more, bless you, to build a relationship with you. Okay, they'll get to know you a little bit more, and they're like, wow, I really want to buy from Tracy. Because it's not always just the product, it's the people that they're buying from, right?
Right.
So if you try to build that rapport like that via some type of lead magnet, that will be phenomenal. And then I didn't see any social media integrations here. So I would say try to get your social medias connected to it if you can. I'm sure, I would think you're on Pinterest. If you're not on Pinterest, get on Pinterest. Somehow, obviously, Facebook, everyone's on Facebook. Looks like that you're appealing to an older crowd of women, not like, millennials or anything like that. So, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's more so correct. And probably more so because I'm 46.
Yeah.
And I don't club, so I don't know what the club scene is looking like right now.
Yes.
So I'm more so geared towards more mature first lady style women.
Yes. Okay, good. And I could tell based on the very first page, honestly. So I know that you're not out there club hopping on those Saturdays and trying to recover from a hangover on Sunday. Okay, I could definitely just tell on this first page right here. And most women will pick up on that as well. That's what's important. What I will also want you to do is come up with some mission statement or a couple of those words as you're digging deeper through this week, learning more about your ideal client. What are those things that she's looking for specifically around, it looks like it will be more so about clothing. I take it, clothing items, jewelry, purses, things like that. What is it that entices her about clothing? Like, what is it that she's, is it corporate, that she wants to look, she want to be her sassy self at work, being a powerhouse, doing her presentations? Or is it that she's on, stages? Maybe she's an entrepreneur and she's on the go traveling and she wants certain pieces to go with her as she's doing that. Like, get really clear on that, because then that will help you even further identify some of these things that you can pick out for her specifically and make these moon boards and creative boards for her. Right? Because when a woman that's traveling all the time would love to come to you and they're like, man, Tracy gonna have all the goods when I'm on the stage, when I'm doing this, when I'm doing that. They'll come back, they'll tell their friends all about you,
Perfect.
So niche it down a little bit, but I think it's beautiful, it's clean, and that's what's important too as well. So good job on that.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so maximize your capacity. I'm going to go ahead and just try to click on and just see what it does. Maybe it's just that site, or it could be any of these sites. Yeah, it's all of them. But I had to try. Oh. So I'm going to go to maximize your capacity on my, because I don't have a brain like that where I can remember everything now. That was what the site for. I knew I wrote down pieces, but I need to look at it again with my own two eyes here online. And there we go. Maximize your capacity. So this is for Miss Stacy. Just pulling up on my phone. So one thing I loved about Stacy's, and I've given you examples of their front pages at least here, so that's a good thing that you can look on the right-hand side of these icons. So Stacy is the maximize your capacity here in the burgundy, and I absolutely love how she has her picture on the front facing. So I instantly know that this is a beautiful, beautiful queen here that is trying to change your life. You know, she is on a huge mission on impacting. So she's some type of service provider. That's what I see instantly. So I definitely see that. And I even like how she even niched down a little bit further. She said that I coach master builders. You know, I don't know exactly what that meant on the front end, but it showed me that she's got a thought pattern about somebody here specifically that she's really serving here. And as you drill in deeper and you go through her site, you will get a little bit more understanding about what she's really doing and her online coaching programs that she offers. So that's really good. She actually does have a lead magnet. She did show some of the features and the benefits up front. So I thought that was really good. I didn't see too many social media. Yes, I do at the very bottom. She has the social media integrations there. So that's really good. So she was one of the ones that pretty much had all the 6 elements there that typically someone looks for in about, 5 to 10 seconds, where you got to like just kind of really, get honing in on that. She even has a shopping cart where you can do that, where it's kind of like in progress right now. So that will be one piece that she's obviously still working on. I would want you to, Stacy, get a little bit more clear about I coach master builders. What is that? What is that? Because sometimes if we speak too much in our own language, if we speak too much into our coaching lingo or something that's is not too straight to the point, you may lose your person just because of that. The only reason you didn't lose me is because I wanted to dig a little bit deeper in your site, and I was, obviously being open. But if I was just glancing, I wouldn't know what you meant by that. So that would be my personal feedback to you: is get clear about that. Just, I hate to say it like this, but put it in dummy terms. Put it in something that is very clear, concise, that it's not something that someone got to probably go Google or try to get on Webster and figure out the definition of it. If you're clear and concise, you'll grab your person very, very quickly. Now, one thing though, if you have this and you've already built a tribe in a different area, like for instance, you can speak language like that when you've already built a tribe in like a Facebook group, or you got all these people together already, and you're like calling them that, like I call you all queens, or tenacious queens. So if I had that on my website, if you come from the Facebook group to my website, you will get it. You will get what that means. But if you were brand new, you just said, I was going to, put ericastepto.com, or something like that, or whatever. And my website is actually in a full revamp right now. So that's a good thing. Pretty excited about that. But the thing is that just know that you got to make sure it's clear. And if you're going to speak the lingo, you got to make sure it's across the board, that if somebody from just random lifestyle come and jump on your site, do they know what you're trying to do, basically? So you can speak that language in these Facebook groups that you're talking in every day, or whatever other platforms you're using, but just make sure the website is very clear and concise. All right, so now let's go over to Miss Cass. She's the passive income mama. I love her her URL. That's pretty cool. And so let's go to her. And she is the one that's on the bottom left-hand side. And so hers is a UK. So if you do passive income mama, .com, you're going to get a whole nother person, just FYI. Yeah, she's the UK. .uk. All right, this should pull it up here. But one thing I liked about her first page is that she was like, "Hey, mama," So it's kind of like a conversation that is being helpful to kind of speak to you about what she's doing here. And I accidentally clicked my screen again here. But the thing is that it's really good that she had that. So I like that piece. And then what I want to also bring to her attention is that I love that she has the lead magnet. And so she's a passive income, guru or, expert. So she knows to have some type of content on there. She has it for 90 days of content in 10 minutes. So she's promoting that. A lot of people will be like, yes, I want that. They're going to be like, okay, I really, really want to learn how to create content in 10 minutes. So she'll probably get that. What my biggest feedback is for her is the actual, it's a lot of text. So I would love to see her. I would love to see who she is on there. On the first page, if it was just a snippet of her in the Hey Mama, like if it was a banner of just a little small icon picture of you, Cass, that would have been great so I can connect to you instantly. Because when you said, Hey Mama, I want to see you. It's like I want somebody to feel like you're speaking to me. So make sure that if you want to be making impact, and most of you are the same type of the people that I'm attracting, you want that like a authentic relationship. You want to have that fluidity in the conversations. Make sure you're showing your face on that front page, because that is one of the instant ways to attract somebody. That's like, oh, that's who she is. So you can put a nice small picture. You don't have to put a big picture of you. You don't have to make it all about you if you don't want to. I get it. But it's important to have a way that they connect with you in some way, some fashion or form there, for sure. Okay, so that would be good. Of course, she has all her social media icons on there, so she's good. And then her contact information and a good way to navigate as well. All right, so lastly, let's go to Onika, and she's youngliving.com. And I believe, from what I know, what I've seen before, that Young Living is a network marketing group, a company, basically. And so what I want to bring to her attention is that, of course, that, they have it all in alignment. They have their websites that they give you. So if you're a network marketer, I know that you are going to be provided a website. But what I want you to do, any of you network marketers, I want you to still create your own landing page. Create your own little thing, and then embed that link to the link that they have given you so that people can buy, purchase, explore, but bring them into personality first. If you're using someone else's website, it's not personable anymore. Now it's just like I'm at this commercial website, which has been built by them. It has their vibes. Of course, it has the mission that you support, which is great. You got to support the mission, but I want you to create your own page. You can create a lead page. You can go to Fiverr or Upworks, and they can create one page, and they will embed that link there, and it will look so crisp. Because then you can create your own domain. You can buy your own domain from GoDaddy.com, and you can have it called whatever you want. Like, basically what I'm getting to, network marketers, is create your own legacy too, okay? Find a way to create your own vibe, because that creates your tribe, okay? That attracts your people. If, when I was actually a Beachbody coach, I started creating my own tribe, my own mission. It was Fit for Life. So I would create that. That was my name, even though I was a Beachbody coach for that time frame, and with my team and things like that. But it was still my brand. So you don't have to get lost in somebody else's brand, network marketers. You can still do that. Network marketing is very lucrative. It's a very great opportunities. I have nothing against it at all. I just want you to build your own thing too. I want you to stand out for your own self so that you build your own people. If you look out there to a lot of these network marketers, the ones that is highly successful, they created their own websites. They got their own name to their company. They got a huge team, and they are created their own legacy of their own personal mission with the network marketing team and products and services. So definitely do that. Please make sure you take time to do it. It's not that expensive to create a one-pager. I promise you it's not. I do one-pagers all the time. I'm sure there's women in this group that can create a one-page for you. You just put out there and say, hey, anybody in the group can create a one-page for me? I bet you'll get some responses. I bet somebody will be like, sure. It'll probably be a price, because you got to respect. We are all in this okay, for a price now, all right? Everything is not free, all right? Everything's not free. So I don't want you to go out there thinking if someone's going to do it for free for you. They may choose to do it for free. That's awesome, but don't expect it, because that vibe, that energy, if you always expect everything to be free, that's exactly the vibe and energy that you're putting out there to your ideal client. And then you're probably not going to get paid for your services, and you're going to start feeling like you're constantly doing stuff for free as well. So that's just a little extra nugget for you to, like a mindset work that I want you to keep in mind. You know, shift your gears about money. Be willing to always pay for things, because then people will be always willing to pay for your things. All right. So let's get over to here, the selling process. And so I want us to talk about a few things here this evening. And but any questions so far before I proceed? I would love to make sure that I'm answering questions regarding to website reviews, or any questions you may have about your own personal site that I can give you some input in here this evening.
Yes, it's Melissa. Hey, I had a quick question, because I was actually approached by someone a while back to do network marketing, and I was like, no, I want to do my own thing. But I really like, this individual has her own thing, but she said she had the passive income from her network marketing available that allowed her to free up some of her time to set up her own thing. Yeah. And so I never really looked at that as an option until, she mentioned that to me. Yeah. And then you're saying that now, to create your own page, because I didn't want my name to become synonymous with whatever the product was.
Exactly.
I wanted to have my own.
That's right. Always.
Thing. And so I love how you said to set up your own page.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, so that's an option.
It is. Absolutely.
To look into, because it would go ahead and create some sort of, alternative income that would free me up from my full-time job to allow me to put the time into creating my own brand. So I really like that.
That's right. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I'm glad that it helped you. And I'm sure it's going to help a whole slew of other women that's watching this replay as well coming up, because I see that a lot of network marketing, everyone's using the site that's been given, but it's like, where are you at? Where are you at, boo-boo? I want to see you. I want you to shine, So great. I'm glad to hear that. Any other questions?
This is Tracy. I have a question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Tracy.
What was the suggestion for the lead magnet? Did you provide one, or did I just think that you did?
No, I didn't give you any suggestions. What the biggest thing, so first of all, Cass, I can tell you now, she definitely helps with a lot of that. So you can reach out to her if you want, but I can give you some insights of ideas. But think about obviously your person. Think about in terms of what are they looking for the most, okay? And it's for you. I think for you, what I was saying is that because you are working with women that's of class, that's maybe traveling. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was about the traveling. It was about, remember, you can create content around, if that's what you want to go with, is to find, content that just drives to them, how to travel with your jewelry, how to travel with, certain luggages or purses and clothing. You can that could be content right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would say that's one of my suggestions for sure for today, that I think it can give you some little think about that woman when she's doing certain things, and what does she need? I mean, yeah, she's going to want your product, but what does she need? And what makes her, like, wow, man, Tracy got this stuff all put together, Gotcha. Yeah. So that would be a good thing. And then anyone else that's basically worrying about content, I want you to know, in that mastermind program, we're going to dig deep in the content. And I'm even having an expert come in on month 1, actually, and she is a guru of content. And I'll actually be posting the experts tomorrow so that you can sneak at their websites, look at them. They are doing their things, okay? I got some world-class support coming in for this mastermind, okay? These are women that, they are doing the thing for real. Like, it's just like, wow. And you're going to be really impressed what they're doing, and you're going to soak up even more knowledge with them. And so there will be a content guru. And of course, we have people in our group that's, know how to build content. So you are not left without support, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Support all around you. Okay. That's what us Queen Sisters are here for. But let's get into the selling process. And one of the things that I want you to start thinking about is, what is my unique rhythm? This is what the rhythm is all about. Like, what is my flow that is going to produce consistent money every time? What my consistent flow is: giving a taste of my work, doing videos, talking about what I do, how I can help, and then, launching, a program, and then launching products from the videos that I do. That's something that works for Erica every time. Okay. But what works for me doesn't maybe work for you. Okay. So you got to really understand what is that. And this is I want you to start thinking today. You won't have your specific process all like mapped out by tomorrow, but these are some of the key points that I want you to think about, starting with obviously always your mindset work. Constantly checking your energy. How are you thinking about yourself? How are you thinking about your ideal client, customer? Kind of going back to yesterday's connection piece, basically, always. That's not a one-time thing. I don't want you to think that you just go and you look at, those questions I had you answer about your features and the benefits, and then that's it. You're going to have to probably analyze that once a week. Okay. Because sometimes you're going to be like, oh, you know what? No, that's not really adjusting totally to my person anymore. Or, this person, my people are evolving, they're growing, they're changing. I got to change my stuff. Okay. So you got to make sure that you're on your toes about who you are and who they are. Prospecting. This is all about building your network. Okay. This is not just for network marketers. For my service providers, you need to be finding new people at least every day. Okay. At least 1 to 2 people every single day. You got to be getting connected with new people, getting new people in your group, getting new people in your, on your Facebook business page, reaching new people on LinkedIn, Pinterest, you name it, whatever platforms you're using. We're going to get into all those platforms in a moment. They're on the next page. And you got to find out where are your people at and constantly finding new people to connect to every day. Every day. If what I do, I inbox people almost every day, randomly. I inbox 1 or 2 people every single day, just because someone be on my heart. I'm like, oh, let me just see how they're doing. That's relationship building. That's building trust, that know, like, and trust factor. Okay. Know, like, and trust. I talked about it yesterday, and I'm probably going to say it almost every day on this call. Okay. Because that is the only reason someone will purchase from you, if they have those 3 dynamics. And so you got to make sure you're prospecting, getting at least 5 to 10 new people a week. That's for my product and my service providers. And then preparation, taking a pause, figure out what's working, what's not working. There's going to be moments when you launch something and you're like, oh, that didn't go as I planned. not as planned. So you got to take a pause. You got to figure out what the heck went wrong. Okay. You got to go back, prepare for it again, figure out the kinks, work it out. Redo it. Don't get discouraged if you got to redo stuff. It's okay. I have had to relaunch stuff multiple times in my 6 years of being an online marketer. You're not going to get it right always the very first time. You got to find that rhythm. When you find your rhythm, you're going to see that it's going to constantly always come to you. And that's how you build consistent income to get towards the legacy of time and money freedom that you're building for yourselves. So you got to come up with your own piece, but you got to, it's going to have to be a lot of trial and error, unfortunately, and be at peace with that. But know to be connected to like-minded Queen Sisters that can help you along the way. Being connected to women like us, you can get feedback about stuff. You can post stuff and say, hey, what do you think about this, guys? What is your thoughts on this? Is that attractive, or is it kind of like stupid? You can do that, and that's really helped. But if you're not connected to anyone, it's going to be really tough to get out there in that market. Like I said yesterday, it's very saturated. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by it. Then I want you to think about your approach. How will you approach your ideal client? How? Not where, not just where, but how. What is your process on that? Is it first kind of talking to them via inbox? Or is it first like getting them to love your creative page on Pinterest and then you kind of like, stalk them a little bit and find out who are they, the user, and kind of find them, or is it you're going on Instagram and you're just kind of doing that, and then every time somebody likes something, you go and like their stuff on their page, to try to build some rapport or approach them so they can see you, so that you can be visible. Okay, these are strategies that people use every day, okay, to be seen. But you got to figure out what is your rhythm on that. So try that out. Sometimes some of those things do work. Talking, navigating, networking, and not just online. Find ways to build something in person. You don't have to do everything online. Diversify yourself. Create a meetup group. Have any of you ever been on Meetup before? Have you seen Meetup or anything like that? Because that's a great opportunity to build at least your local market of people, so that you can present your products or services. And especially if you're a good speaker and you got that good energy, get out in front of a couple people if you feel comfortable doing it. If you don't feel comfortable just yet, then that's something you obviously need to cultivate a little bit more if you run and, get out there and be a speaker. But if you don't mind, you definitely should be out there doing some type of in-person opportunities as well, connected to your social media. That's how you can approach them in multiple ways. Then you want to figure out in what ways do you want to offer your services and products. Do you just want to offer it a digital way? Some of you in this group are just, like a passive income person. I know Eve, actually, we were talking, she was talking on a thread today or yesterday, I believe. And she's, basically a lot of digital products, not so much touchy feely like me. I'm more of a service, but I do help women build, passive income, but I also do a lot of one-hand work with my women. I do VIPs, intensives, and group programs that's touchy-feely, basically. But everyone doesn't do it like that, and everyone doesn't have to do it like that. If you feel more comfortable having, programs that's uploadable on Teachable or any other educational program, device, or platform, then put the programs on there, upload it, do maybe a quick video and call it a day. That could be your way you make money, okay? Or if you're the person that do want to meet one-on-one, how are you going to actually offer it to them? Are you going to do a discovery call? That's the cliche of like a sales call, basically, word for a sales call. You're going to have that call with them, interview them while they interview you to see if you're a good match, or is it just mainly, just automated? Where it's just they find your link, they love what you're talking about, and they click. And they go to PayPal or to Square Up and they pay you. So you got to figure out what is really comfortable for you, and and if you don't like it, don't do it. Don't do it just because somebody else is doing it. You're gonna go wrong with that one. You're gonna lose your unique sales process here. If you do things that you hate, we will feel it energetically. Any of your ideal clients or anyone else that you're promoting it to, we will feel that so deeply, okay? So you got to understand that you got to enjoy what you're doing, and you have to come up with something that's enjoyable for yourself, okay? Handling objections. And we will be talking a lot about this actually on day 4, I believe. Yes, day 4. We're going to talk about handling objections. But knowing the language of your client, their trigger words, all these things. When they say no, okay, what is your process of when they say no? You got to create that process. You got to know what to say. What's your comeback? What are you going to say to yourself? What are you going to say to them? Because sometimes that no can get like, you said no? This is an amazing product. What is wrong with you? Like you feel like betrayed or like no way. So you got to understand what is your process on, first of all, not taking it personal, and 2, how are you going to help them overcome this no? What are you going to do? So we're going to get into that a little bit more deeper on day 4, okay? But this is giving you a heads up on you got to start thinking about these things. And then lastly, your closing. Tomorrow we're going to talk all about closing. I'm actually going to bring in one of my clients that closed over the phone. She closed right there over the phone. I held her on the phone. She paid for it and everything. And she's going to explain to you all why she did it. Okay? So obviously I wasn't being sleazy or salesy or gimmicky, because she wouldn't dare come on this call tomorrow and share her experience with me. Okay. So she's been one of my VIP clients. She's been very successful in her health and wellness business. created an ebook, etc. So definitely be live tomorrow, and know that after today, I won't be uploading any of these videos to our group anymore. Everything else will be condensed now as a product. Only the ones that come live every day will be getting these messages. So definitely pencil in your time tomorrow to make sure to be here as well. But closing and following up is so important. I've seen so many people, the follow-up, they lose it. They basically, you know, put their offer out there, or they talk about it, and then they never come back to the customer or the client. If somebody shows interest in your product, you got to follow up. You're not being salesy, gimmicky, or sleazy. You're being a great marketer. You're being a very great tenacious queen about your business, okay, about building your legacy. You're not crossing the wrong path, as long as you're doing it from the right heart. Now, if you're doing it just because, and you're doing, you know, you're having undercut lies and all those things, that's not what I'm condoning at all. But if you're doing it from the gracious of your heart, you really just want to serve, you want to make their life better, you want to improve something in their life with your product or service, keep following up. There's no limit to it. You got to just know the synchronization and the chemistry, which we're going to get into on day 4 and 5, when to pull back. Okay. You'll feel it. You'll know it. Nobody can tell you do it 3 times and that's it. I'm never going to tell you an exact number. You got to kind of be connected to that person in a way, and then connected to yourself to know, okay, yeah, this is time to pull back. You know, it's time to pull back. And you'll learn it as you build your own unique process. I promise you'll learn it. So let's go over to the next page. Where to market your product and service. So I have all these icons out there, all these awesome options for you. Some stuff you've probably never even heard of. I'm sure you haven't, and some things you definitely heard of, okay? So, you know, in these years of me being an online marketer, I've seen all these things. I've clicked on all these things, or I've put some product on some of these things, etc. So on the left-hand side, these are for product. It will be hard to sell service on these platforms, okay? So keep in mind, these are lots of options. Amazon, you know, you can put your books out there, of course, any ebooks, books, workbooks, you name it, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify. These are like, you know, and you can put like any type of items. Mainly, this is one thing that I do notice though, Etsy, Go Antiques, and Cafe Press, those are like more of the crafts, arts, those types of things. I do see there's a trend with those. Everything else is like, it's gaming. You can put any product on there. You can market any product on there. Certain places do have fees, so you have to, you know, do your own homework. But these are other places that you can promote your product at, ladies, that you don't have to just be on Facebook all day. Diversify. Make sure you're promoting your product in at least up to 5 places, okay? Up to 5. 3 to 5 is like ideal. 3 to 5 is, you know, really good, because then you can keep yourself rotating between those things so that you're not burning yourself out or the people that's following you, or whatever that market of people that you're targeting in those platforms. On the right-hand side, this is game for product or services. So you can market any on all of these here. And some of these ones that you may have never heard of is Thumbtack and Gig Master. Have anyone ever heard of those? No? Yeah, those are some newer, cool programs. I love Gig Masters for speakers. So my speakers, ones are expiring speakers. You're looking for getting those contracts, getting those retainers, you know, so that somebody can lock you in for $1,000 a month to come and speak to them. You need to be on Gig Master. You need to upload your reel. You need to show up on there, promote yourself. It's very cool. It's like a 1-pager where you can just put out there, you know, your focus, your niche, your video reel, and then people will see you and they'll book you just like that. So it's like, boom, you just go out there. And actually, I forgot to even put on the actual word list, Alignable, but Alignable is basically a cool new program too, that for any product, or it's a lot of servicing. Let's just say service for Alignable. Alignable is another place where you can build a profile and you can just be promoted, and people click on you and they're like, oh, I'm interested in her services. Because what they do, they go on there and they're like, I'm looking for a health coach. Let me just type in health coach and see who's all the health coaches. The same thing with Thumbtack. Thumbtack is the same way. So you can basically build a profile, and then your consumer is coming on there and they're looking for a service provider in that niche. So these are awesome opportunities to upload your picture, your specific niche, a little bit of a bio of you, your link to your website, your pricing. You can put the pricing on here. Okay, this is so awesome. And I think Thumbtack, you can actually book right then and there. You can give them a quote and you can book. Now, there are some fees aligned with Thumbtack, so keep that in mind. There is some monthly or quarterly fees with Gigmaster as well. But ladies, you're not going to excel and up level in your business without investing in your business. Everything can't be $0. Okay, so you got to kind of get over that mindset thinking you're going to build this business off $0. Okay, you can definitely be very wealth conscious and being, cognitive about not overspending, or, you don't have to spend tens of thousands, but you definitely got to spend something to get this going, something to up level it, and something to be exposed. Okay, so you got to just figure out, where do you want to market yourself, and what is your budget for your business every month, to make sure that you can keep yourself marketed in some of these platforms available to you. Any questions for me? All right, good. So let's go on over to our homework. And our homework here this week is, or today, I feel like it was like last week. It was yesterday. 2 points. All our homework will be 2 points. This will be the last day for homework, because remember, this will be the last day that basically before that you can actually get in for that spot for the scholarship that I'll talk about on the next page. But your homework here for today is to post in our group a new place you will market your product or service next week. I've given you a slew of information on where to go and all these new platforms that you probably never even heard of before. Now, where are you going to go to show off your good stuff? Okay. Make sure you definitely do your research on that. And then I want you to share in the group, what did you learn from today's session? And what is one tip that you would implement in your business next week? Okay. So that's what you will post in our group. You'll hashtag day number 2 and hashtag ready to sell. So please make sure you do that. And then just reminders as well. Tomorrow, we're going to be online live here, okay? So make sure you come on live, because that live will not be posted to our group tomorrow night. So tonight's live, I will upload it to the group. People will be able to see it. But at the end of the day, this is going to be a full, beautiful automated product that I'll be having available here on next week. So just make sure that you get on live for the rest of the calls for the week here, so that you can get all this good, juicy information that's worth thousands of dollars, okay? So be live for the rest of the week, or you're going to miss out. And tomorrow I'll be announcing the winner of the scholarship one spot here in the next mastermind program. Is coming up starting on October 30th. Is valued at $24.97, which is valued more than that, but it is a beta program that I'm getting started with. So it is on the lower end for right now. Next year, easily double the price, okay? But for right now, $24.97 is valued at. And the person that will be winning tomorrow will get a free spot in this. And this is the place to be for 4 months, to connect with other queenpreneurs and queen sisters, so that you can go to this next level. And all of the women that's on the stat board that we have, you're going to get $1,000 off, okay? $1,000 off, because you know what? Just because you did some work. I don't care if you don't win. I'm happy that you put in effort, and I cannot not award efforts. I just can't do it. So I got to give you $1,000 off. Okay. So I'm going to give you $1,000 off. You can do a 5 pay. It's going to be $349, 5 pay, 5 monthly investments, which is, come on, that's, if you want this business to be consistent 5-figure months, I think $349 is okay. All right. And so this will help you build your unique selling proposition. It will help you, sell out your programs and find your people organically. We're going to uncover so much layers to your business together in those 4 months. It's going to be a turnkey. That means you get to just come in You're going to learn everything you need, the business applications, everything, okay? Like, I'm going to walk you through every step. It's guaranteed you're going to make money, okay? If I cannot allow you not to make any money in that 4-month program, I failed you, okay? If you get in this program and you make $0, I failed. And you should all know by now I'm not a woman to fail. I am not the woman to fail. I'm going to be on your butt like white on rice to make sure you make money, okay? So that means you're going to be having that accountability. I'm going to be like, hey, did you do this homework? Did you do that homework? You know, in this group right now, you're getting a taste of what I do. This is how I help my clients, but you're going to be in a tighter group this time around because it's going to be 8 women, brand new 8 women. And there's going to be 8 other queens that's got a business going, but they're trying to up level. Okay. So it's going to be 8 and 8. And you're going to have your separate groups where you can just hone in, and I'm going to be all over you and helping you. And you're going to be all over each other, helping each other. And it's going to be separate from our Tenacious Queen group. I will be part of the Tenacious Queen group, of course, still, but I promise you I won't be in there as much as I am in there right now. I can't, right? Because now I gotta help the people that's invested, okay, that wants to go to the next level. So it's no hard feelings for anyone, but I will show up and I'll give you a couple posts every now and then and get you going. But I can't be in there the way I am in there this week. All right. Just want to be very transparent with you about that, because that's what it's all about, being authentic, right? And just know that you're gonna get all the self-care you need, everything you need to take to the next level. So just know, make sure you are looking at your budget right now, because the thing is, the cart opens tomorrow and then it's closing on Saturday. So you got to make sure you get in between tomorrow and Saturday. And I'm only taking 16 women total. I cannot take more than that. You know, maybe 20, just maybe. And I mean, like, I'm like, I don't even know. Like, you're going to probably have to beg me. If it's 4 more people that's like dying to get in, I'm probably going to have a conversation to see how serious are you. Because guys, it's a lot of energy I will have to put in you in your life. And I can't overwhelm myself. I stand in my power. I don't like to be burnt out. I want to be doing my thing, and I want to be jazzed up like this on every call. And if I'm burnt out, I can't be like this. All right. So I'm just being honest with you. You're going to learn that 2 service providers, you're not going to want to have too many clients, all because the money's thrown at you. You're going to have to learn how to say no. I've said no a lot. Like, nope. I've turned down $5,000, $10,000. I can't take you. I don't like the way you're vibing. I don't like something's about this. I've done it. Okay. It's okay to say no, because I'm a believer of God that He will put the right people in my path when I need them or when I desire them the most. All right. So just know that that's what it's all about. All right. And that's what I'm going to teach you in those 4 months, to be like, you're going to be like, no, I don't need your money. You know, right now, some of you are like, shoot, somebody handed me $2,000. I'm taking it. And I was like that too. Okay. Guilty. But then I learned the hard way. I was so miserable at some moments. I was taking on clients for little bitty price points, and I'm over here working my butt off for them. And they paying me little kibbles, and I'm like, I'm not meant to live like this. I'm a queen. I can't be robbing Peter to pay Paul with 20 clients. Like, right? Like, no. I'm so dead serious, ladies. I had 20 clients at one time, and I was only bringing in under $2,000 a month. Wow. Stupid, right? I'm like, what was wrong with me? But, you know, I look back, I learned, okay? I definitely now teach my women, queens, to stand in your power. You can charge what you're worth. You know, I'm charging a beta price for this program because I know that it's a new program that I've developed. Okay. I haven't done this program with no one else. I've done it in VIP realms, like one-on-one, but not the group. I've done group health coaching programs and life coaching programs, but just being real with you, it's a beta. Okay. It's a beta. And so that's why the price point is, you know, not going to be as high, but it's going to be there next year, $49.97. I tell you that. and the thing is that because I'm gonna get all your testimonials, right? You're all gonna be like, man, I got in this group. I exceeded. I got, you know, I was at $0 a month, making $2,000, $4,000 a month. Some of you that's already at $4,000 or $5,000 a month, man, I overseeded that. I hit the 5 figures finally. Like, we're gonna hear all types of transformations in those 4 months. That's why it's 4 months. That's why it's not 8 weeks, 2 weeks, 4-week program, because I really want to just like hand hold you through the whole process, because I'm kind of like that. So I get all extra motherly and stuff, and I want to like do everything with you, and and I just want to see you grow, because I really love seeing women stand in their power, get the time and money freedom that they're looking for, and to build the legacy that you deserve. So definitely ask, questions if you want about the program. You can ask it in the group. You can ask it on the call tonight. The sales page will be up tomorrow night. So then you'll be able to read it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the actual page, where you can, look at it. This is just obviously just a blurb. I didn't want to put too much on one slide deck. I felt like that was still too much of what I put on the slide deck, but I did it just because I want you to be aware of it. Because I know this program's going to sell out. I just know it. I feel it. I see it. I've already synced it. And so it's just all about now who is going to be those 16 women, And actually I had got a vision of the exact names of the 16 women. So it's kind of weird. So I'm going to see who is really going to step up or who is going to pull back and be all like, no, I don't know if I should do it, and things like that. So I'll probably be reaching out to you directly because I actually, for some reason, I gotten this clear indication of this exact 16 women that should be in this group. And so I probably will be inboxing you maybe tomorrow or Friday or something like that when I feel led to do it, okay? You'll learn with me too. I got this beautiful gift that I discovered like last year, very high and intuitive gift. Where I can see and read and feel things that I didn't even know I had all my life. My husband and I, we've been together since I was 14 years old. And he's like, honey, I could have told you that. Like, cause I would always like have a dream and I would tell him something and it would happen. Or like I would tell somebody, I'm like, they'd be like, how did you know that? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I wasn't stepping in my power. I didn't know that I had this beautiful gift. And now I've been developing and cultivating. I'm like, oh, wow, powerful. So that's a good nugget that I've been using with my clients because it helps them get clear about who they should serve, who they should go to. So when I'm throwing out ideas to you, don't take it lightly. And I'm not taking from the power of God, that it's just something that's prophetic about it, that I can just tell you certain things that I don't know. It's just coming from a gift. And so it's not bragging. I promise you I'm not bragging. I'm getting all back up to God. I'm a huge believer of faith and spirituality. And I'm thankful for my gift, for my time. So, ladies, what questions do you have for me this evening? Is that Miss V that joined us? Oh, she's an MA. Yeah, she's trying to. I think that's her phone. Somebody is. There we go. It was Miss V. Varira. Okay, so any questions? Any other thoughts before? No, you're good? Okay. So who's interested in the program? Thinking about it? Yeah. All right. Get it together, ma'ams. All right, so because this is going to be to the next level, I promise you, it's going to take you to where you really want to go in your business for sure. And it will be the right support you need. So Melissa raised her hand. She said she's interested. Exactly. So like I said, these is 16 slots. So definitely look out for the sales page tomorrow. And then we'll just kind of reconvene from there. Make sure you get your homework in, get your points so you can get that scholarship. This is going to be a life-changing experience. And I'm so excited to be part of your journeys here for sure. But I will go ahead and release the call. Let me just see your faces before I go. I want to stop sharing. Woo, I see you now. When I'm on there, all I see is a big screen and a PowerPoint slide. It's kind of boring. I like to see faces. I like to connect. There's Jacqueline. So let me get a roll call too, because yesterday I had the roll call listed on the Zoom, and then when I uploaded it to Dropbox, it all disappeared. I was like, are you kidding me? So I'm doing roll call right now. I got Angela, I got Shanita, I got Melissa, Miss V, Tiffany, Gail, Jacqueline, and Tracy. Did I miss anyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop, I'm missing somebody already. How am I missing someone already? Oh. Shanita, Angela, Tiffany, Shanita. Tracy. Yes. Gail. Got it. I just want to make sure. Got it. All right. We're good. And you all enjoy your evening. It was good seeing you tonight.
You too, Erica. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.